Ingrid Thunderhoof Storm. The hearth fire crackled, a familiar warmth against the chill of the longhouse. Ingrid Storm, Thunderhoof they called me, a name earned not for swiftness, but for the resounding force of my verses. Here, amongst my people, within the scent of wood smoke and dried fish, I was content. Days bled into weeks, filled with the quiet rhythm of storytelling, of weaving tales of bravery and loss for those who gathered around. My hands, roughened by the cold and the constant grip of my writing tools, moved across the parchment, preserving the deeds of heroes, safe, predictable, and incomplete. But a restlessness had begun to gnaw at me. It wasn't enough to sing of voyages, of the clash of waves against hulls, the thrill of discovery. I craved a story of my own. A saga not gleaned from the tales of others, but etched onto my soul by lived experience. Old Man Hemlock spoke of the Havfrun's tear, a pearl said to grant the deepest desires, lost on the wreck of the sea serpent off the black cliffs. A foolish quest, he'd warned, for a cursed ship and a watery grave, but a cursed story, I thought, would be a story worth telling, and I wanted that story. The village of Svartgel was different, a place clinging to the edge of the known world, where the sea tasted of iron and the faces were etched with a haunted weariness. They were shipwrights and salvagers, men and women who made their living from the bones of sunken vessels. I traded my finest poem, a ballad of King Harold's conquest, for passage on the Natvind, a battered schooner captained by a woman named Astrid, whose eyes held the same gray depths as the ocean itself. The Natvind was a vessel steeped in rumor, said to sail through storms, not around them, and crewed by men with secrets darker than the abyss. Life aboard the Natvind demanded a swift adaptation. My verses meant little here. It was the strength of my hands, my willingness to learn the ropes, that earned me grudging respect. Astrid taught me to navigate by the stars, to read the whispers of the wind, and to trust my instincts. The crew spoke in fragments, haunted by what they'd seen beneath the waves. I learned to anticipate the Natvind's peculiar rhythm, its uncanny ability to dance with the storm. I became less Ingrid Storm, the skald, and more Ingrid, a shadow amongst shadows, bracing against the relentless cold and the growing sense of dread. We found the sea serpent, or rather it found us, rising from the black depths like a skeletal leviathan, its masts clawing at the sky. The Havfrun's tear lay cradled within the captain's cabin, shimmering with an unearthly glow. I claimed it, the pearl cool against my palm, and for a moment a dizzying sense of triumph washed over me. I had the story, the adventure, the cursed treasure. My saga was complete. We sailed away, leaving the haunted wreck to its eternal slumber. It seemed a simple victory. But the pearl demanded a price. First, it was the nightmares, visions of drowned faces and echoing screams. Then, the whispers, growing louder with each passing day, urging me to share the pearl's power. The crew of the Natvind began to change, their eyes losing their light, their movements becoming jerky and unnatural. Astrid, her face pale and drawn, confessed that the pearl wasn't a grant of desires, but a conduit for something ancient and hungry. The Natvind, it turned out, wasn't through the storms, but summoned them, drawn by the pearl's dark energy. We were not adventurers, but sacrifices. I returned to my longhouse, the pearl hidden deep within my satchel, a burning weight against my skin. My people welcomed me back, but their eyes held a cautious distance. The scent of wood smoke and dried fish felt wrong. The warmth of the hearth offered no comfort. The longhouse, once a sanctuary, now felt like a cage. I tried to weave my tale, but the words caught in my throat, strangled by the memory of the Natvind and the price of my ambition. The pearl had stolen my voice, not my ability to speak, but my need to. I still write, but my verses are different now. They are not songs of heroes and triumphs, but lamentations and warnings. The Havfrun's tear remains hidden, a silent testament to my folly. I am no longer Thunderhoof, the bard of bravery, but Ingrid Storm, the storyteller of sorrow. The sea still calls to me, but it is a call of regret, a reminder that some stories are best left untold, some treasures best left undisturbed. I have found my saga, but it is a saga of loss, a cautionary tale etched not in glory, but in the chilling depths of the soul.